Apart from the array of activities that has been taking shape in this particular county, Victoria, there is a heaviness that cannot be underestimated as this region is mourning not just a person who served this country as the Chief of Defense Forces, but a son of the land, a brother, a father, a husband, somebody that they say is somebody who touched lives through his generous giving. And of course, they say that General Ogolla will go down history as a son who has left a huge gap in this great land of Siaya County. Of course, like you rightfully put it, Victoria, I'm coming to you live from the venue that will form the very first activity lined up for tomorrow morning. This is where the church service of the late CDF General Francis Ogolla will take place. But before that activity, of course, we have been able to establish that his body will be airlifted from Nairobi County to Kisumu International Airport, after which the entourage will make its way to Siaya County via road, which is about 70 kilometers or thereabout from Kisumu County. It should take about an hour and a half or thereabout to get to Siaya County from Kisumu. But of course, it is an event that is being organized with military precision, and we have been able to establish that we will have 2 landing grounds around this particular area. So anything may change, Victoria, and we will be able to establish that as the hours go by. But as we speak right now, that is the much that we know, that as soon as his body gets here, it will come to this particular venue where the church service will commence immediately. Guests are supposed to be seated by 10 a.m. in the morning. And after the church service, the population of people who will be attending the other activities that are lined up for the day will be restricted. This is after he will now be taken to St. Thomas ACK Church, which we have been able, of course, to establish that is a church that he was pivotal in constructing, a church that was scheduled to be consecrated tomorrow, and that activity we have been told that will continue. So his body will be taken there. It is still in Nia, and after that particular activity, the body will now be taken to his home for the final burial. And this will actually just see an attendance list of 50 people who will be allowed in his home to be part of this very intimate event, which, according to his wish and what we've been able to get from the family, he had wanted it to be a very simple ceremony. He wanted that he be buried within 72 hours after his demise, and of course in a very simple way, to mean that he's going to be buried in just his body wrapped in cloths. Of course, we heard from the family there that what they have been using until this minute is a casket that is very simple. The son they are talking about it costing about 6,800 shillings. But what we know is that as soon as his body gets right next to the burial site, it will be removed from that casket and it will be wrapped in cloth before it is now laid into the grave. Of course, that is what he wanted. The family. He's a man who, according to what we've been able to hear on the ground, took death as a natural occurrence and spoke about it with his family. We had his elder brother even saying that he once showed him the exact spot next to his home where he wants to be buried, and he never feared death, prepared his family for it. That's why it's been very, organized since they received news of his demise. They've picked it up very quickly, and activities here have gotten to an advanced stage, Victoria. Of course, they say that, he goes down memory lane with a lot that he has been able to achieve. I'll not speak about General Francis Ogolla, the Chief of Defense Forces, because much has been said about his illustrious career that spans over 4 decades, and how he rose through the ranks from the time he joined the Kenya Defense Forces in 1984. But if you come down to Siaya County, they are mourning a man that they knew personally, because they say he was a respecter of all people, could interact with people at various levels, and many know him on a personal level, and they say that the loss that he has left in this community will take them time to really come over, because he has given a lot that he had to share with the community. We are told that apart from the church that he supported in constructing, he also supported the digging of a borehole that is just next to that particular church that has served residents of the community that he came from, just to supply water. He has also awarded several schools that he attended, and of course just touched lives on an individual level. And they remember him as somebody who not only served the country in the capacity with which he served, but of course also somebody that they knew on a personal capacity. Of course, it's going to be a unique burial, Victoria, not because he is the first CDF to die while actively in service, but because of the manner in which he wanted this ceremony to be conducted, quite different from even the traditional rites and the Luo culture and what it demands for a man of this particular caliber. But according to what the head of state and even the family have said, they are going to try and achieve what they call a hybrid of what the family wished, and of course also the military protocol. So we wait and see how this will pan out tomorrow. We will pitch camp here just to update you on what will be happening in Siaya County. But for now, that's the much I can tell you. As they say here in the local dialect, Nindgikwe Ward Alego, that is to say, rest in peace, son of Alego Songa, Siaya County. Vicky?
Indeed, a great